Hi everyone, Stephanie here, Business Headspace. Last night I spent some time, actually yesterday, spent quite a bit of time to be fair, updating my business budget, business cash flow. In this time, as several of you, well, a lot of you will be quite fearful of what's happening at the moment. So I did an exercise that almost always surprises and delights me with the results that it gets. So with the pandemic, there's a possibility of a downturn in business from the usual channels. Maybe. Don't really know what's going to happen. So I got really clear on my numbers. Like, what are my expenses? Is there anything that I can get a little bit leaner with my expenses? Cancelled a couple things actually. And where is the consistent income going to come from? Where's the income going to come from? And where's the gaps? So I got really clear on my numbers with my business budget and cash flow projection. And then I brainstormed a bunch of ways that I'm able to make money in my business. Who I need to talk to, what I need to focus on, what messaging I need to be putting out there, what actions do I need to take. The last time I did this was when we bought our house and we got a mortgage. Hi, Alex. Speaking of mortgages. And I realized I really needed to level up in terms of consistent income. And the very next day, I received 2 calls that resulted in the upgraded income that I needed. So thank you, universe. This time, last night, I immediately received an email from a past client at like 11:45 at night when I had just finished, basically just shut my book with the brainstorming all the different ways I could make money, requesting urgent help this week. Yes, as it so happens, I do have time this week. And this morning, a new client inquired over email. Someone I don't know, I'm not sure where they came from yet, I will find out, asking if I offer remote coaching, particularly around mindset. And yes, I do. In fact, that is the main way that I do coach people. I use Zoom. I sit here in my office, you sit there in your office, and we talk business and we look at what's happening in your business right now. Where are you trying to get to? Hi, Jana. Where are you trying to get to? What do you need to happen to get there? So know your numbers. From there, you can determine where the gaps are. And then it's about what's going to fill that gap. So I do a lot of financial coaching, and this is the stuff that I work on with my clients. Figuring out, what are the different ways that you can fill that gap. And I tell you, I'm just always surprised and delighted by how quickly, it's what we focus on gets the results. What we focus on is what comes to you. So know your numbers. Where's the gap? What could fill the gap? And focus on what you can do, and keep your energy positive. Because throughout this whole process, I've not gone into this whole fear-based thing. I'm a little bit worried, curious. If I don't do anything, if I don't take any action, then, things could look a little bit dubious, because it's not only my personal income that I need to think about, it's the business income, covering business expenses. So that's why I said I was really clear last night on where my business expenses are, cancelled a couple things. But then there's some other things like, okay, I'm paying for that. How can I really leverage that? So I pay for Kajabi, which is an online platform where I host all my coaching programs. And there's a monthly fee for that. And, in this time, there's a potential to think, well, just how can I get rid of that fee, right? How can I move everything off Kajabi? And that did cross my mind. But the reality is actually, for that fee, you could actually leverage a ton of stuff, create some more coaching programs, really focus on something, get the word out there, and really leverage what you're paying for. Make more of a use of it than you currently are. So that's what I encourage you to go back to. Go back to your numbers. what's happening in your business, what are the expenses, what income do you think have you got coming up in the next month or two. Beyond that, it's a little bit of unknown, right? But where can you fill the gap? What are you capable of doing? What is it that you can do to make money? And what do you need to fill that gap? And then sit back and watch what happens. You got to take some action. For example, the last time I did this with my mortgage, I was like, okay, I'm going to send an email out and say I've got some time. I'm going to I'm going to phone a few people. So that's exactly what I did. I sent an email out, and the very next morning someone said, yes, thank you, we'll take you up on that offer. Hi, Jerry. And we're just talking about budgeting, cash flow templates, and how the universe responds in kind. So what you focus on is what comes to you. Know your numbers. Where's the gap? What could fill the gap? Focus on what you can do and keep your energy positive. I'm going to leave it there, but if you need any help with budgeting, with figuring out what's going on in your business, with coaching through this crisis, looking at where the money's going to come from, then do reach out. And keep your energy positive. There's still plenty of opportunity in this time. And it's just about getting clear about where you are and what you need to focus on. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you shortly. Bye.